I'm proud to work for the Federal Public Service, where diversity is valued and all members of the LGBTQ+ community are welcome. And as a director in the public service, I'm proud to create a safe and positive space for all employees who identify as LGBTQ+.
At work, pride means that I can talk about my partner and I can be my full self at work and not have to worry. It's as simple as that.
As a gay man and a senior leader in the Federal Public Service, I'm incredibly proud to work in an organization that doesn't just respect diversity, but celebrates diversity.
Most memorable Pride moment, Johannesburg, 1995, a year after apartheid ended. My partner and I were working overseas. It was a privilege and awesome to carry the Pride flag through the streets of Joburg.
To me, pride in the public service means living freely and openly without persecution or discrimination.
Pour moi, la fierté dans la fonction publique, c'est avant tout la reconnaissance des contributions des membres de la communauté LGBTQ+, au travail que nous effectuons tous les jours au nom des Canadiens.
Ça veut dire créer un espace de travail où tous mes employés peuvent se présenter avec leur être entier.
Respect and diversity are well ingrained into our organizational culture.
Pride in the public service means building a diverse and inclusive workforce where everyone can be their best selves.
Pride in the public service means that it's safe for me to be me at work, and that really matters.
So pride is very important because sometimes we struggle accepting ourselves, and being in a place where we are accepted, respected, and also celebrated makes such a big difference.
Mon nom est Kim et à tous les jours, je m'engage à mettre en œuvre le concept de la fierté en étant moi-même, en étant une ambassadrice de l'espace positif et en faisant des présentations d'espace positif auprès de mes collègues.
Ça veut dire l'inclusion et puis juste la liberté d'être soi-même tout simplement.
Pride in the public service means bringing my whole self to work, being absolutely open about who I am and what I bring to this amazing historical institution, and the chance to draw on the full talents and capacities of everyone I work with, which is amazing.
For me, pride in the public service is working with people I love to make our workplace the best for LGBTQ2 employees.
Creating spaces where queer folk can be themselves at work and flourish fills me with pride in every sense of the word.
Pride in the public service allows me to be my full authentic self at work.
To me, pride in the public service means that I am free to be me.
Pride in the public service for me is being able to bring your authentic self to work every day.
I'm proud of the Canadian Forces and the Department of National Defense for the serious steps they have taken to support a diverse workplace.
À Patrimoine canadien, le concept de la fierté se met en œuvre par l'entremise de son comité LGBTQ2+, actif et à l'écoute de ses membres.
Pride in the public service for me is being included. It's being me. It's being able to talk about my husband and my family in the way that I choose in front of my colleagues and to feel that they accept me for who I am.
La fierté pour moi, c'est un espace où exister librement avec beaucoup moins de contraintes.
Pride in the public service to me means blending my own experience as a proud member of the community with my public service values of respect for diversity and valuing others.
C'est d'être soi-même au travail comme à la maison. C'est d'être à l'aise de mentionner mon chum dans des conversations de nature plus sociale avec mes collègues au bureau, et ce, sans avoir à porter une étiquette.
Pride in the public service to me means community!
La fierté au sein de la fonction publique est pour moi un rappel que toute personne a sa place au travail et que la diversité mérite d'être célébrée dans toutes ses couleurs.
The CRA is an amazing, diverse, and inclusive workplace, one that allows you to be your full, true self at work. We have things such as the LGBTQ2+ network, as well as positive spaces training.
Pour moi, comme représentant du gouvernement canadien à l'étranger, la fierté au sein de la fonction publique veut dire que dans toutes mes interactions avec tous les interlocuteurs, je représente toujours le Canada comme un endroit très ouvert, très accueillant, très tolérant envers toutes les différences. Et ça, je le fais à tous les jours.
My 13-year-old daughter is my inspiration for what pride should look like in the public service. She's taught me that the real way to support the LGBTQ+ community is to just be there in continuous support. She has a friend who's gone through a transition, and for my daughter, this was a non-issue. Her friend was still her friend. She wanted to be there for this person in every way that she could. It wasn't a one-day thing, it was continuous. And that's what we need to strive for.
La fierté que j'ai de travailler au gouvernement, c'est parce que justement, j'ai pas besoin de vivre deux vies.
J'ai une vie au bureau qui est la même à l'extérieur du bureau et j'en suis fier.
L'opportunité d'être soi-même, c'est ce que la fierté est au sein de la fonction publique.
As a leader in the public service, I think it is really important that we take a moment to celebrate the diversity of our workforce, and pride is a key part of that. Je suis tellement fière de notre diversité.
We are celebrating diversity in the public service. It can't get any better than that. Be yourself, be proud, be welcoming. Happy Pride.